Hey there! Happy New Year, everyone! This is Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with a new Sonic Boom vlog. This is episode 8. I believe it was episode 8. The Midnight Hour. I like this episode a lot. It's another Styx episode. And, well, I like Styx. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times they come up with these new cartoons, they introduce a new character, and that new character gets way too much screen time and it gets annoying and you hate them, like what happened with Chris from Sonic X. But this, no, this is good. This is good stuff. I like Styx. She's a great character. So the episode begins with Styx doing some martial arts and producing Jackson Pollock paintings with them. They called it Kung Qua something surrealism. Darn it! I had it. I actually said it out loud to see if I can make myself memorize it. I don't know. It was Jujitsu realism. That's what it was. Jujitsu realism. Yeah, where we make abstract art using martial arts, martial high arts, you might say. Alright, so while she's doing this in the middle of the empty village square, she sees this floating robot in front of the television station. So she freaks out and she runs to Sonic's house, and he's asleep, and when she tries to stir him, he starts to talk in his sleep about sugar plums. Like don't call me sugar plums. I'm not Amy. And all the Sonic X the Sonic and Styx shippers fell into disappointment. So she wakes him up, and he said he was having a wonderful dream about sugar plums, and she takes him back to the TV station, but there's nothing there at that point. So so Sonic says that she's just seeing things because she's Styx and she's crazy and she sees things. And we see the next day they're all sitting around the table at Madburger. That just seems to be where they congregate. And everyone's saying that Styx probably just seeing things because she didn't get any sleep. She said that can't be true because she never sleeps. That explains so much. She said that. Oh, she also made a crack about how she found 30 paint cans in her burrow and couldn't think of anything else to do with them. That's why she took up the art. But I just like the idea that Styx just finds random crap. So she decides to stake out the TV station the next day, and she sees the robot again. Turns out that it's making broadcasts into people's dreams, telling them to follow it to the land of sugar plums, hence Sonic's dreams of wonderful sugar plums. And so she tries to fight it. Hey, this thing is wrinkling up, making me look like I have boobs. She's trying to fight it, and she knocks it away, and she starts talking into the TV, telling everybody that the TV is brainwashing them. And everybody goes to the station, and at first she's happy because she thinks that everybody is there to help, but it turns out that nobody else saw the robot and they only saw her, and they just thought that she broke into the station and started saying crazy conspiracy garbage at them. Now, the robot's name, first of all, the robot talks with this smooth timbre, like he's getting into your head, like this, like a crooner, like a voice you just want to listen to. And he has little red spirals for eyes because he's hypnotic. And his name is Dreamcaster. And they make a point about how Dreamcaster sounds like the stupidest name ever, but then Knuckles says that it actually sounds pretty cool. So then that at the end just adds something. We have the bad guy in this episode is a robot with spirals for eyes named Dreamcaster. He's a freaking Dreamcast. Okay, I know this show loves to make references and stuff, but they are actually turning the Dreamcast into the bad guy. I remember the Dreamcast. Like, his little logo would start, that little ball come in, and then it would go out in a spiral pattern. Oh. Yeah, that's a callback from like 14, 15 years ago. Well, the Dreamcast came out in the late 90s, but I didn't get mine until like 2001. But whatever. So yeah, that's the bad guy's name is Dreamcaster, which I'm gonna call him Dreamcast from now on because I think that's funny. So so Styx runs away from the crowd, and the next day in her burrow, the cops show up to arrest her for ruining the TV station because when she fought Dreamcaster, she messed up a bunch of stuff. And when she manages to get away from the cops, she confronts her friends, who slap the cuffs on her on the cops' behalf. They think that she's finally snapped, and she needs and some time in the clink will actually do her some good. So when she's sitting in the prison cell, and there's some melancholy harmonica music playing, which it turns out she had on a gramophone. Like she takes the needle off the record, saying, "Even Melancholy Harmonica Volume 2 can't cheer me up." Because of course there'll be a Volume 2 to that, and it would be on vinyl. When the night comes and she sees everybody's outside walking around like zombies, this is where Eggman comes into the episode. Turns out that he's been slowly hypnotizing people through their TVs over the course of several weeks using Dreamcaster as the broadcast. So that's why the hypnosis is so effective, because it was slowly and subtly working its way through the weeks. So he's going to use this new zombie crowd. First, he makes them do a dance, which is done to like some kind of mockery of the Thriller music, where you can kind of hear some of the beats of Thriller in there, but it's not exactly Thriller, so that they don't have to pay for the rights. There goes Sonic ripping off some Michael Jackson music again. I thought that they were making fun of the Dreamcast, not the Genesis. Yeah, there's some of you out there that know. There's some of you out there that know what I'm talking about. You'll know. You'll tell people in the comments. Alright. Oh, by the way, you may notice that this is a completely different background. I have not moved. I'm at a relative's house for New Year's Eve, which is, speaking of which, I'm gonna get back downstairs. Let's try to breeze through this. Alright, so Styx, she tries to yell at them through the prison bars, and Eggman says that everybody's under his control except for her because she's the only one in town that doesn't own a TV. And like, what do you do? Like, do you like, what do you talk about what do you do on Saturday mornings, or what do you talk about around water coolers? And like, oh, Eggman, there hasn't been anything worth watching on Saturday mornings for like 3 years now. Between Cartoon Network's constant Teen Titans Go reruns, and the fact that the regular networks that are off cable stopped airing Saturday morning cartoons altogether, there's nothing worth it anymore. Yeah, what happened to our Saturday mornings, man? That's kind of depressing. Although this is a French cartoon, so I'm guessing they still do Saturday morning cartoons in France. Alright, so Styx tries to get out of her prison cell. It turns out her entire body can fit through the bars, but her head won't fit. Which is just, like, so apt for the cartoon aesthetic that they go with here, with the big heads and little bodies. So, Styx manages to get Knuckles to... She calls Knuckles, saying that there's sugar plums in her cell, and he punches a hole in her wall to get the sugar plums. Working with the hypnosis. That works. So she runs back to her burrow, and Eggman at first thinks that she ran away, like, never took her for the cowardly type. But it turns out that she was just arming. She puts on a backpack and she goes back into the fray. And when, because when she came out to try and fight, Dreamcaster just started to use his hypnotic powers on her, and she's covering her ears, like, must keep it out. And she runs away. That's why he thinks she runs away like a coward. But she comes back with a tinfoil hat on. The only thing that can block mind control. Oh, by the way, he was using the zombie army to build a satellite which would be able to take his hypnosis effects globally. Which, nice plan. Raven,
oh,
hi.
What you doing?
You're cameoing in my video now.
Oh, hey!
That's one of my relatives.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just doing the vlog.
Getting my glasses.
Yes, 2017 glasses. Show them to the camera.
Okay. Hey guys! Happy New Year!
Okay, I'll be down in a few minutes. I'm not gonna edit that out. That's wonderful and candid. Okay, so what happened? Where was I? Oh yeah, so he's trying to build a satellite to take his mind control transmission global, and And Styx comes in, and she's wearing a tinfoil hat. And of course, Styx's tinfoil hat is a stylish fedora with a feather in it and everything. Because you know Styx is the aficionado of tinfoil hats. I mean, that she probably gets them from like a tinfoil haberdasher or something. And how do I know this? Because she has 4 other hats, and she gives to Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy. Sonic's is like the paper boat hat. Knuckles kind of looks like a chef's hat. I think that you got maybe a navy or maybe a nurse hat that Tails gets on his head. And Amy's is the only tinfoil hat that actually looks like a tinfoil hat that a conspiracy nut would wear. Although it does seem to have been specifically made to fit her round head. I like to think that she actually made custom hats specifically to fit all of her friends' heads for just this situation. So with her friends freed from the mind control, they all proceed to fight the robot army that Dr. Robotnik calls in. Oh, there's also this thing where he's launching the satellite. It's like, all I have to do is flip this switch and push this button and input my key code and swipe my ID, give my thumbprint. Not so fast, Eggman. What part of any of that was fast? We get the fight. Knuckles' hat gets blown off and it lands on some random guy's head. And he's like, I'm free. Oh, this has been a microcosm of my entire life. Oh, I'm not gonna live like this anymore. Like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna make something and accomplish things. And Wildcat is gonna be on the prowl. Like Tails is like, sorry to interrupt your epiphany, but we need this to fight the bad guys. Yeah, the background characters got a couple of good one-liners in this one. Like when Styx cried out the sheeple thing, there was actually a sheep watching the TV that found out to be an offensive term. And then this guy, I think he might have been in a previous episode because he looks a little familiar. I thought he was a raccoon because he has stripes on his tail, but apparently he's a cat. Yeah, I mean, it's good that you can actually give jokes to background characters instead of having to have the main characters live in this bland, lifeless world. I mean, that's a good thing. That's another positive notch to the series. Like let the side characters be funny. I mean, it worked for My Little Pony. I mean, remember their 100th episode? Oh, God. Anyway, we're not talking about My Little Pony. We're talking about Sonic Boom. So, with all the robots getting smashed and everyone being immune to mind control, Dreamcaster casts off his robe and reveals that he's some kind of horrifying floating skeleton robot. Like he has like a spinal cord tail. Like, we all knew he had like clawed fingers, but underneath he has like a robot skull face and ribs. Like he has a legitimately terrifying design, and I will be surprised if he doesn't get a toy. Because they're making Badnik toys. Like, oh yes, I do recall. Like, I saw plans for what Tommy's planning on Sonic for Sonic in 2017, and they are going to make regular Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails figures. No, I haven't seen any regular Amy figures, but they're like the regular proper universe beige arms and everything. So that'll be fun. Of course, T-crotch, universal shoulders, swivel head, you know, the basic articulation, like, nowhere near as well articulated as the Jazzwares figures, but, you know, maybe they'll at least be easier to stand because of the whole hollow head construction. So, you know, take the good with the bad. So yeah, they're gonna make proper universe characters. I'd like to see, like, we already know they're coming out with Badniks, but I'd like to see if they make this guy, because this guy's awesome looking. Okay. Back to the thing. So Styx beats the crap out of him with her bare hands. And I believe she used the paints from her martial high artistry. And the days say Dr. Eggman flies away, and everybody apologizes to Styx, and they say that the reason they doubted her was because they were under the hypnotic effects. So like, it was Dreamcaster saying that, not really us. And Styx is like, really? So you don't think that I'm crazy? And they're all like, and the episode ends. Like, Like, we would never be so mean to you, but yeah, it's not like we don't think you're crazy. So yeah, this is a Styx episode. It made a blatant reference to the Sega Dreamcast as their villain. Why would you make the Dreamcast the bad guy though? You know, whatever. And like, oh, this is just good. Like, when I saw the title, The Midnight Hour, I was expecting this to tie into the New Year's episode. You know, being this year's New Year's. Oh, okay, well, that's the episode that they gave when this one ended. So I guess they didn't need 2 New Year's episodes because they could just rerun the one from the first season. But this really feels like it should have been a Halloween special. Like, the people that make the show were expecting it to come back on the air a lot sooner than this. And they're like, wait, this episode isn't gonna air in time for Halloween? Like, New Year's? Are you kidding? We did the scary skeleton robot and everything! They do the Thriller! They dance to Thriller! Yeah, like, I really think this is supposed to be a Halloween episode, but TV scheduling and the overly long hiatus for the show really threw off their timing. So, with all that said, this was a fantastic episode of the series. I loved it. So I guess I should go down and rejoin the New Year's party with my family. So I'm wishing you all a happy 2017, and we'll see you next week.